This is the moment every old car fears, the second it enters the machine that tears metal apart like paper. The moment steel meets steel, everything changes. Years of engineering vanish in a single second. Even the strongest part of a car cannot survive this force. Glass becomes dust in mere milliseconds. Pure molten steel, reborn from a destroyed car. Modern cranes move containers with near-perfect accuracy. Every destroyed car begins its final journey the same way, arriving at the shredder gate. Before it's torn apart, the metal must be measured.
Steady now, keep it straight!
Once the restraints come off, the dismantling begins. Even in its final moments, each car is handled with precision. Hidden dangers must be removed before the shredder touches it. Batteries can explode, so they're always the first to go. Just a few drops of fuel could trigger disaster inside the shredder. Airbags can detonate with lethal force. They must be neutralized. Every bit of fluid must be drained before destruction begins. Now the shell is ready to face the machine. Suspended between past and destruction.
This is the last human touch before the shredder takes over. Looks clear, tag it.
One final scan, and the car is cleared for destruction. Once the conveyor takes hold, there's no turning back.
And now, the real destruction begins.
Every structure collapses under unstoppable pressure. Plastic, foam, fabric, nothing survives the shredder's jaws. Massive steel beams lose their shape instantly. Even rubber is no match for industrial shredding strength. In seconds, a complete car becomes scattered fragments. These fragments now begin their journey of separation. A powerful magnet pulls out every trace of steel. This bin holds the rebirth of the car, pure recyclable steel. Next, the machine separates lighter metals from the mix. Airflow removes everything too light for magnetism. But the shredder never rests. Another car is already on the way. The remains of the car now move deeper into the recycling line. Vibration sorts the metal by weight and shape. Larger steel pieces are crushed again for melting efficiency. This drum pulls out any leftover ferrous metal with powerful precision. Human eyes confirm what machines sometimes miss. Aluminum from the shredded car moves along its own recovery path. Electrical repulsion cleanly lifts aluminum away from other materials. The lightweight metal is compacted for shipment. Optical sensors identify valuable copper with pinpoint accuracy. Precision air pressure guides each piece where it belongs. Plastic is removed using controlled, high-pressure airflow. Light materials are captured and compressed for disposal. Dust is removed to keep the factory breathing clean. All recovered metals now move toward their final transformation. The fire awaits, where shredded cars become molten steel. Before melting, every fragment is heated to reduce shock. Inside this chamber, the shredded car becomes liquid fire. Thousands of amps melt steel faster than any flame. What was once a vehicle becomes a single body of liquid metal.
Impurities rise to the top and are removed by hand.
Elements are added to engineer steel for future strength.
The exact temperature determines when the melt is ready.
Hydraulics position the furnace for tapping.
Guided channels carry this metal toward its next form.
The metal takes shape in towering billet molds. Water cooling hardens the steel within seconds. Solid steel emerges stillborn from automotive scrap. Heat and force reshape the billet into usable steel. From shredded fragments to purpose-shaped steel, ready for final refishments. Freshly rolled steel rests on cooling beds to stabilize its structure. Cold air tempers the steel, tightening its grain.
Only when the steel cools correctly can cutting begin. Precision clamps position each beam for the perfect cut.
The steel is cut into the lengths required by industry.
Each cut forms a new piece of usable recycled metal.
Robotic precision prepares the steel for human inspection.
Every beam is checked by hand to guarantee strength. Lasers ensure the recycled steel meets international standards. Every steel bundle is labeled for full traceability.
Wrapping protects the steel during transport.
Each pallet is now ready for final storage. This recycled steel will soon be transported across the country. Stored safely, it waits for the next phase, distribution. With documentation complete, the steel is cleared for shipping. The recycled steel begins its journey to industries around the world. Behind this door is the next chapter for every destroyed car. The steel, once a complete vehicle, is ready for transport. Each load is placed with absolute precision. Strong restraints keep the steel stable on the road. A sealed load ensures quality and safety until arrival.
With its cargo secured, the truck begins its journey.
Recycled steel travels across miles toward the next stage.
At the port, the steel prepares for international transport. Containers are inspected to meet global standards.
The final destination may lie thousands of miles away.
Every detail is locked in place for safe ocean travel.
Once secured, the steel begins its ocean journey. And this is how modern factories destroy cars in seconds, transforming scrap into new steel for the world.